Hey everybody, it's a Hobo Dude, and today I'll be changing things up a little bit. Instead of posting a gaming video, I'm posting my 100 sub Q&A special. I've got about 20 some questions here. If anyone posts any more on my Twitter that I'm keeping up to watch while I'm recording this to answer any final second questions. I may have more than that. I already recorded this once and it didn't save. I have no clue why. It's just my type of luck, so I'm re-recording it and going to try to do the best I can to kind of keep all the answers fluent and fun. But first of all, follow me on my Twitter if you're subscribed to me or not. If you're worried about keeping up to date with what I'm doing, why I'm doing what, why I haven't been posting, follow my Twitter. Every day I'm on there. Usually tweet once a day. I try anyway. I might not always do it, but anytime anything important's going on, new video ideas, things I'm working on, things I'm trying to do, I let you know on there. So follow me on Twitter at Hobo Dude. It's linked in all my videos because it's super important to follow that. I have to take my Facebook off of it because I never use it anyway. But yeah, so for the most part, that's that. Thank all of my 100 subscribers. I'm actually at more than 100 right now. I'm at 120 some, I think. I've gained quite a few overnight. So thank all of you, and this is for you guys. Just kind of get to know me a little better. I haven't done anything super personal yet besides play games and scream and stuff. So let's get into it. These aren't in any order. I know I said I was going to say who asked the questions, but a lot of questions had multiple people asking, and I ran out of room to write down who was asking them. So I just kind of gave up on that. You know, if you asked the question. So if you tweeted at me personally, I would have posted it up on here, but most of the things were actual direct messages through Twitter, somewhere on Facebook, somewhere Skype, somewhere. I just got questions from all over the place. So like I said, there's no specific order. They're just kind of down here. So the first one we're going to go off with is, who is your favorite YouTuber? For me personally, I've never been a huge YouTube watcher, which I think is kind of weird because I've never, way back in the day, Equals3, Ray William Johnson was like the only thing I ever really, was the first thing that really got me to watch YouTube, besides for like, oh, I'm bored, let's get on YouTube. Google random babies dancing on lava or something and try to find some random crap to watch. Ray William Johnson was the first one I ever actually like got on daily to watch his new stuff. And then it changed up a lot. Not his show, just I kind of got bored of watching it, not because he got bad at his job or anything. I just kind of was like, yeah, whatever, okay. And then I got into How to Basic, and I watched How to Basic for a while. And then I kind of fell out of him and then got into Tobuscus. And then Tobuscus was my real first YouTube YouTube idol, I guess. Probably a year or two straight, every day, multiple times a day, every different video. I've watched some of his stuff so many times, I could probably recite it word for word. So Tobuscus was definitely my first favorite YouTuber ever, like big into Toby everything. I wanted one of his shirts. I've never actually got one, but I'd love to have a Tobuscus shirt still. I still watch his stuff from time to time. But right now Markiplier is probably my favorite. I actually just started watching him around the time I started recording. My friend told me about, oh, you kind of remind me like Markiplier, you should watch some of his crap. I never really watched him before. But yeah, so Markiplier and Tobuscus are up there. I've never really been into PewDiePie. I like him, obviously. Who doesn't like watching a few of his videos? I loved his like first 3 or 4 Sims 4 videos, and then his Amnesia ones I watched quite a bit of. Besides that, I didn't really watch much of his. I watched some of his random Photoshop stuff he does. He's freaking insanely good with Photoshop. And Jacksepticeye, I watch a decent amount of right now. Besides that, I don't really. That's about it. I don't watch a lot, which is weird since I'm trying to be a YouTuber. But yeah, so Tobuscus and Markiplier are my favorite. If I'd have to choose one overall, that would be really hard, so I'm not going to. When was the idea for making your channel born? When I was young, really young. I was like 8 probably, and I started making YouTube videos. I still have that channel. I could find the videos and link. My friend and I, when I was really young, were really into Halo, and I think my channel consists nothing of a bunch of random, like one of them is Halo ranks, and then I just put like random music, and I'd get a picture of every little individual Halo logo for the rank, and I made it from beginning to the end. I remember there's a Halo in real life video I have of just random Google pictures I got, and then I think Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC's the music to it, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. And then I'd have like a random gravity hammer someone made in real life, or a suit of Master Chief armor, or a warthog, or whatever I ended up finding, and that's on that. And then I have another YouTube channel with me doing the cinnamon challenge, which when I got a little bit older, I was like, I don't want all this crap from my YouTube, my younger days on here. So I made a new one. I have me doing the cinnamon challenge, and then like one or two random music videos I made of songs that I really, really liked. Yeah, well, I had that video, channel, I guess, not video. But yeah, it was just kind of a mixture of always enjoying being on the computer. And that really got off track. But I've always enjoyed doing stuff on the computer, anything technology-wise. And I have a question on here I'll get into a little bit later, more in depth of... At least I think I do. Just let me... How come up? Interest. And where does your interest in video games come from? That's another one that kind of goes right in with where the idea for my channel was. Growing up, my dad always gave us, me and my brother, the newest games. We grew up on the NES, which is the original Nintendo. We had Atari, we had Sega, we had the Dreamcast, we had the SNES, the 64, the GameCube, Xbox, PlayStation, all of them. Always best games. When a game would come out, he would make sure we got it. So I grew up with games. I grew up playing Xbox 360, the Xbox, the Fusion Frenzy with all my friends, GameCube, Super Smash Bros. Against all my friends. All the time, my house was just the party house. They'd all come over and we would just play games, and it was such a social thing for me that I've been thinking now that I moved away from everyone. Don't really have that many people I interact with frequently. It was just kind of more of a push to go ahead and actually start it, because before I actually had the people to interact with and I was playing games with and being social with, now I don't really have that. So I was like, you know what, let's just finally do something I've wanted to do for a while, record it and see what happens. So I'm still just kind of waiting to see. 100 and some subs, 3 months now. Wow, yeah. Probably not that great, but to me that's a lot of people. I didn't expect that. So yeah, it just kind of came from growing up with games and always being around games, and I just love playing games now. Games. I'm a gaming channel, so get over it. But yeah, so that's just kind of where it came from, and what my interest in games and the idea for my channel came from. Definitely just growing up with them, always having them, loving all of them. So I just decided to share it, I guess. And I've just always enjoyed trying anyway to make people laugh. Hopefully my videos make you guys laugh. Yeah, so that's just kind of where it comes from. Always the goofball, but I'm really shy. It's weird, but I'm super shy. I've never been able to do plays or anything public with millions of people watching me for real. So just being able to be myself behind the camera, which is still awkward, very awkward, definitely allows me to share what I've wanted to do easier. How did you come up with your name? This is the most asked question I've got. It probably got asked 10 times. I only have 20 some questions. I came up with it when I was really young, back around my first YouTube days probably. First time, or just when the PS3 came out, my friend wanted me to make an online account for free. He had one. He was like, come on, we can play games online together, it's free, blah blah blah. So I started making one, and I just put my name in. And he was like, really, let's say you're just going to use your name? And I was like, well, that's what I just use for everything. I don't have a name to put as my name on crap. He's like, just make something else up. And for some reason, me and him were always really into, like, hobos. We were always calling each other hobos and talking about hobos. And I was always saying how someday I'm going to be the world's most famous hobo and well-known hobo. So a Hobo Dude just kind of came from all of that. There's really no deep story to it. But yeah, so that's a dumb little story why we were obsessed with hobos when we were younger, and I just kind of kept it. So hey, if I become famous, I lived my lifelong dream of becoming a famous hobo. What's your name? My name is Brandt. B-R-A-N-T, Brandt. If you want to get technical, it's Branten, B-R-A-N-T-E-N, but I don't like that. I like Brandt. Call me Brandt, doesn't really matter, but I prefer Brandt, or a Hobo Dude, whatever. What's your inspiration, reason for your channel? Kind of the same reason, the idea for the channel. Just like I said, I really like social like gaming for me is a big social thing. Growing up, split screen gaming with friends all the time, every day, all day. And then just now coming to gaming by myself most of the time. It's definitely an easy way to make it social again. Even though I'm not getting super feedback and there's no big requests for this or that or anything, it's a little bit of extra socialness behind it. Definitely that. And again, hope that I'm funny enough to make some people laugh and make their days just a little bit better is great enough for me. As cheesy and dumb as it is, it's true. What's your favorite song? That'd be hard to say. Probably something from A Day to Remember, because they're like on my all-time favorite band. I've been obsessed with them probably since I've been starting a Hobo Dude stuff. Back with PS3, that's when I found out about them. Same friend that helped me with my Hobo Dude name. But yeah, probably A Day to Remember is my favorite band. Pretty much I can listen to any song by them. Oh, man. Favorite song, though? Have Faith in Me was definitely one of their best songs for me. All Signs Point to Lauderdale I really like. Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail would probably be my favorite, though, of common courtesy. So we'll go with that. Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail. What's your favorite video game genre, or genre, whatever you guys say, whatever it's technically pronounced, I don't care. And what's your favorite video game? Genre is definitely open world, free roam. I love being able to just go where I want, shoot crap, kick doors down, and find babies hiding in carriages or something. I don't know why I'm talking about babies a lot today. But favorite games, definitely Fallout 3. I love games. And there's another question at some point about my favorite all-time game. Fallout 3 is definitely my favorite game, but all-time game, it's going to be so hard to say because there's so many that have just come out. I really want to play like Bloodborne and Dying Light, and I'm waiting for E3 for Bethesda to hopefully announce the next Fallout game, or even if they announce the next Dishonored. I love Dishonored too. So, favorite all-time game? It's too hard to choose. I like every game I've ever played for the most part. There's very few games that I don't enjoy playing. Like I said, open world, free roam genre is definitely my favorite. As you can tell on my YouTube, survival games are definitely right up there. I'll play anything and everything, just any game. I don't care. Make it about Barbies dancing in an open world. If I can shop in any shopping store, I'd probably play it and have fun with that for a couple hours anyway. What's your favorite? How fast could a beaver text if a beaver could text? Probably faster than any human known on Earth, because they can cut down trees in seconds. But the problem would being they'd definitely be using their teeth to text and chop their phone right in half. They just chew right through it. But probably the fastest texter in the world would be a beaver. Name a superpower you would like to have. That would be between flying, teleporting, and being able to freeze time, or even like a time travel. Flying, obviously, just flying wherever the heck I want. That'd be pretty fun. Teleporting, I just think it'd be nice to be able to be like, I want some chilies. I'm at Chili's, or let's go to freaking China. At China in no time. That'd be pretty sweet. Freezing time, obvious reasons. Don't have nearly enough time in a day to get crap done. Or I could even just be like, oh man, I'm working on a video, getting tired. Bam, freeze time, take a nap, wake up. Still the same time as when I went to bed. Leave time frozen, finish my video, and start time up and do something else. Time travel, that's more of a, not a literal time travel thing. I just think it would be really nice to be able to go back in time and kind of relive a memory in a way. You wouldn't be able to change anything. I don't want to be able to like go back in time and like pluck George Washington's eyebrow out and then forever have him known as like president missing an eyebrow or something. Nothing like that. It'd be able to go back to something personal you experienced already, and just to be able to kind of relive it for like a good explanation. My great aunt who's passed away now, there's definitely days it would be nice to be able to just like see her again. So be able to just go back and kind of live one of my memories with her, rather it being like a third person view or whatever, I don't know. It'd just be nice to actually like, pictures and memories aren't always enough, especially on some harder days. So it'd be nice to just be able to like, you know what, I want to go like relive this day. We had this awesome party over at her place or whatever, and just be able to kind of have that, kind of relive it in more of a definite personal, better way than a memory or a picture. What country are you from? I'm from the United States. What is the stupid things that you ever do in your life? I'm thinking you're asking what's the stupidest thing I've ever done, and that would be a long list. very long list of waiting for that to be done. But for one thing, I'll go with, you probably can't see it, but it's on there somewhere. Probably covered by my beard. But I was 12, roughly. I was with my grandma. My friend and I were making a little hideout in the woods, and we wanted to take this little end table thing down with us. So I put it on over the handlebars of my bike. It started pedaling away, and my foot hit the leg or my knee hit the top of the table, and when I ended up falling over and took the corner of the table into my chin and broke the table, cut open my chin, and was bleeding everywhere. It was terrible. It was didn't really hurt, surprisingly, but there was blood everywhere, and I ran down to my grandma's house. I was freaking bawling just because of the immense amount of blood. I probably never saw that much blood in my life up to that point. And then my gram instantly, germ freak, neat freak at the time, not at the time, but is, freaked her out a lot, definitely, just because I was bleeding and she thought I was going to die, and she called my mom. My mom came home from work early, and I ended up getting a butterfly band-aid from the neighbor, and that was about all I wanted to do. That's probably one of the more prominent dumb things I've ever done. Not really dumb, but it was a bad idea. It turned out bad. I've done a lot of dumb things. I've jumped into frozen rivers and pools and rode a bike really fast down a hill in cleats when I was really young, and my cleat got stuck or something, and I crushed my ribs off my handlebars and blacked out when I was real young. I've done a lot of dumb things, but who hasn't? Come on. There's dumbness everywhere. What should I do about this rash? Depending on where it is and what type of rash, treatment may vary, but the best treatment is to scratch it and just tear into it until blood and flesh is gone, and the rash is gone eventually. And put a band-aid over the open wound, though. Make it heal up faster. Rig rundown and favorite all-time game. We already kind of covered the game thing. Fallout 3 is definitely kind of like my favorite game, but all-time game would be hard to say because I still have a lot of older games yet I even want to play. Like the Uncharted series, I beat the first one, and I still want to play 2 and 3 for 4, getting ready to come out here soon. Rig rundown, I have the MSI R9 290X graphics card. I have the Intel i7 4790K processor. I have an MSI Z97 Gaming 7 motherboard. I have some crappy random disk drive. I have the Corsair GS800 power supply, HyperX Savage RAM. I have 8 gigabytes of RAM right now. I'm getting another stick at some point to get 16 gigs. I have a metal case. I use my PS3 controller sometimes when I play games. And then I have this laptop I'm recording on right now that's a random HP laptop. I got a notification. Maybe it's another question. Nope. So yeah, that's my rig rundown. Nothing super fancy. I definitely like better, but I just don't have the money for it yet. But someday I want another graphics card, better graphics card. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night or in the middle of the woods with a condom hanging out of your ass? I know I have. That is the question that's in the question, but of course I have. Who hasn't? If you haven't, you're not living, and you probably haven't had a rash you had to scrape off the whole flesh to make heal. Hobo Dude advice. Definitely wake up in the condom. Wake up in a condom with woods in your ass. That's what I meant. Definitely what I meant. Do you play any musical instruments, and if you don't, what would you like to play? I used to play piano and drums a lot, and I was trying to teach myself guitar, but I just kind of stopped all of that. I don't know. No real reason to stop, no real reason to continue, so I just stopped. What I'd like to play is I'd definitely love to teach myself guitar again, and piano and drum again. I'd love to get another drum set. I'd love to get another nice piano and play again. It's fun. Do you like MMOs? Yes, I like MMOs. Who doesn't? Would you ever come to Canada to meet me? I would love to go to Canada. It's definitely one of the places I really want to go. I'm a huge hockey fan. I want to go to the Hall of Fame up there. I want to see the Stanley Cup up there in the Hall of Fame. And sure, why not? I'd come meet you at the Hall of Fame or whatever we'd end up brushing around at, because I'd love to just explore Canada. Heck, hike on over to Alaska while I'm up there. Do you like pie, dessert, and PewDiePie? Yes and yes. I kind of explained with the first question. I'm a huge PewDiePie fan, but I do like him. His videos are pretty good. And dessert pie, yeah, freaking coconut cream pie, Oreo pie, apple pie, cherry pie, pie flavored pie that's not even pie would probably be good. I love pie, so yes. How's your day been? Pretty shitty. Today sucked, pretty much, but it's getting a little better. Hopefully this video actually saves and I can get it uploaded. Then it'd be a great freaking day. Are you in a band or have you ever been in one? I was in with my youth group in a band, technically. We played for churches and in my little town's daily or yearly fair thing. But, so no, not really. And favorite color would be lime green. I love green, any type of green, really. Except for me, lime green's probably a dark green or a darker lime green because I'm slightly colorblind, and lime green to everyone else is yellow to me. But I like yellow too, so it's not that big of a deal. And for that is all my questions. Those are all my answers. We haven't got anything else from Twitter yet, so that's the end of the video. There's a couple people I'd like to thank. Taz the RA for my awesome fan art he's drawn me. And then HCS for Life 21, who is my longest and possibly my first ever subscriber. So thank you too. Be awesome. More art from Taz supposedly at some point would be great. If not, whatever. I haven't paid him, so he doesn't need to do it. HC for Life, stay subscribed. Hopefully you'll like what comes your way. And besides for that, if you like this video, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel because I'm awesome, this channel's awesome, and I'm my own favorite YouTuber. I should have said that for question number 1. But yeah, thank you all so much for the questions. Thank you 120 some people that are subscribed to me. Hopefully I get more. Hopefully you guys start becoming more active. Hopefully my videos all start getting hundreds and some views. But yeah, thank you all so much. If you want more in-depth answers to any of these, feel free to ask me the question over Twitter or Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Yeah. Besides for that, I have a couple videos I've been working on. I might get one up today. Besides for this, if this one even manages to render in time to get up today. I'm working on trying to get rendering right because my rendering takes like 8 hours for a 20-minute video. And in that note, I'm going to end this video for the fact of not wanting it to be any longer than it has to be so I can actually try to get it up today. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you all so much. Peace. Don't know what that was.